It is 8:30 in the morning and I am going to the doctor because I woke up this morning. Well, this started yesterday and I can't stand it for one more minute. My left ear feels super ringing, full, and it's like static. It literally, I don't know if any of you guys ever went to a concert when you were young and didn't wear earplugs, because who wears earplugs at a concert when they're 15 or 16? And then the next like 2 days you literally can't hear. It's like that. My ear is so ringing and full that I can't hear out of it. So I'm heading to the doctor to have him check it out. I got pulsatile tinnitus when I was postpartum. Like, I think my kiddo was like, I don't know, 5 months old or something like that. And I developed pulsatile tinnitus, which was like every time I bent down, I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. Any sound still to this day that at a certain pitch, it'll make my ears go like, it's like really, really bizarre. We'll see what's going on this time. I know that I could wait, but it's actually driving me insane. It's so loud. Like, just trying to sit in silence is almost unbearable because it's so unbelievably loud in my head. So I just want to get it checked out to see if there's actually something blocking my ear. I'll let you know what they say. You're gonna figure out what's wrong with me. Okay, just got out of the doctor. She says I have fluid behind my ear and my eardrum is bulging a bit. It doesn't hurt, actually. Nothing hurts. It's just full. It feels full, and the ringing and tinnitus is so annoying. However, what she said was, I assume that ringing is there at a low level all the time, and that now that your ear is full and it's like muffling the sound, you can hear the ringing 100 times more, and that it will go away on its own. Usually, always does. If it doesn't, you go to the ENT. And she said Flonase and decongestant can help, but I don't have to do those, but I can. What a riveting story, riveting morning. I think I'm gonna go to the craft store and look for a frame. I want a frame for, I bought a print from an online Instagram artist, Courtney Art, I think it's like Courtney_art or something like that. I'll have it linked here. The most beautiful oil painting, and she made prints of this oil painting, and she only made 20 and I bought one. And it is so beautiful and I want to frame it. It's a 24 by 24. I want to hang that in my house. It's so beautiful. So I want to run to the store and grab a frame real quick for that. And I also feel like painting. I want to start practicing painting so that I can get better at painting. I feel like I'm okay at it sometimes, but I want to get better, and you don't get better at something until you practice. My son is actually the perfect example of this because he wants to learn how to color in the lines, and it frustrates him so much. He has very low frustration tolerance, this child. I was telling him yesterday, I'm like, you can't get better unless you practice. You have to practice. Even when you're frustrated, you just keep trying, and that's how you will learn how to color in the lines. And he was like, no, I get that. But in speaking to him about, you know, teaching him about, you know, you can't get better unless you practice and all that kind of stuff, I was like, I believe that, and I don't even follow that because I'm like, why am I not as good a painter as I want to be? It's like, because you don't paint enough. Damn it. I'm gonna go do that, and maybe I thought you guys would want to come with me, so let's go. Okay, so I'm not a fan of the white, but it feels like a texture I could potentially paint over. And I think I would paint this a color that's like a dark green or something so that it like complements the photo. So I think I'm gonna get that one. And it says it's 50 bucks, but it's 50% off, so it's only 25 bucks. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's just put it this way. I wanted everything I saw today. Sometimes that's not the case, but oh man, I'm in it. What do you think?
Mommy.
Yeah?
If If I throw that down there, will it get lost?
Yes.
It will?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can throw a different rock that you don't care about losing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was supposed to upload every day. Did any of us actually think I was going to do that without skipping a bunch of videos? Pretty sure none of you were expecting an upload every single day. Probably hoping for, maybe, but certainly not expecting. My kiddo got sick, and then I was just really heavy deep in my PMDD. Like, this one was rough. This one was really rough. I literally said to Zach on one of the days that I was dealing with the PMDD, I said, this might be one of the worst days I've had, like, ever. Like, it was just that bad. It was so rough. So that's why I hadn't uploaded. You know, there's reasons. Do you care about the reasons? No, you don't care about the reasons. You want to see my cat?
Sam is so stable. She's a buffos. She's a buffos.
I haven't showed a kitty in a long time. So I haven't even gotten a chance to paint that frame yet. That was like, this video that you guys just are watching was filmed days ago. We've had multiple play dates since then. I have been trying to get my kiddo out of the house every single day, getting him around friends, playing as much as possible with his own friends. And it's been really fun. I love hanging out with other people. I'm one of those people that, like, some people, you know, I know that a lot of people are like introverted and all that kind of stuff. I am somebody that could be around people every single day, every hour of my life. I am recharged by people being around. I love being alone, but with being a mom, I don't enjoy just being alone. I always want to be around other moms or other families or other people. So that is something that I have to really be intentional about, because when you know, live in the woods, you have to. So it's been great. I mean, I absolutely love it. I had my best friend come over the other day, and she brought her daughter. She has 4 kids, but she brought only one of the kids with, and stayed the night. And it was really, really fun. And my son had an absolute blast. She's 7 and he's coming up on 4, my kid. Can you believe my kid is coming up on 4? Does it not feel like he should be 1 or 2? No, he's coming up on 4 years old. That was really, really fun. I got to hang out with her and her kiddo, and it was just such a blast. She's somebody that I could just be around every single day. I enjoy her presence so much. It's just so comforting to me. One of my other really great friends, you know, the mom I met a couple of years ago at the nursery. I talked to you guys about like trying to make mom friends, and I met that mom at the nursery a couple of years ago, and her son came over today and played all day today. My son absolutely, and her kid are like literally best friends. They love each other so much. And now that they're coming up, like when they first met, you know, they were about 2, and we were like, are they ever gonna get along, these two? Because it was like constant fighting. Just like, that's my toy, I want to turn, that's mine, and like grabbing things from each other. And now they just got along so well today. Very few little tiffs, and it was just so lovely watching them play in the dirt without having to be so hyper vigilant, and just allowing them to play and get super dirty and kind of figure out their own little issues and have full conversations on their own. It was just so cool. So yeah, that was what we did today, and it was really lovely. And I really want to paint that frame and get that print hung up, because it's just so beautiful. I try to fit in art. I talked about it in this video, like, oh, I just need to paint. If you want to paint, paint. You truly would think that I would be able to find the time, because you're like, how could you not? There's not a second that I can think of where I'm like, okay, now's a good time for me to pull out paints, paint brushes, a canvas, and sit down and like have a moment. That just doesn't, it just doesn't exist. So Wish I did, but it's been really tough. So I'm gonna try. I really want to try all in due time. I'm sure one day it will be very easy for me to do stuff like that, but it's just not that season of my life. I thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, not that any of you guys asked, but if you guys did watch my PMDD video the other day, you know, I told you that my cycle, I was waiting for it to start. It did. And so I'm getting on the up and up with my mood, which is great. My PMDD is calming down now. I think I'm on like cycle day 3 right now, which means that I'm becoming a better human. So I feel still a little bit tired, but such is life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I've missed a few uploads. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna be like too weird about it because, you know, life happens and I was not pre-prepared for this. I should have prepared all in the month of July for the month of August, but alas, I didn't. So there we go. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video.